Hey, I'm Lyndon Lisitza, Director of Rural Tech Activation with Cornerstone Credit Union, and this is our third edition of the Can't Do Without video series where we talk to farmers, asking them what's that one piece of technology on their farm that they can't do without. Today, we are at Kris Mayerle's farm just north of Tisdale, Greenleaf Seeds, and we're going to go talk to Kris to see what's the one piece of technology on his farm that he can't do without. Come on. Kris?
Yep.
Hey, he's here. Okay, perfect. What's that one piece of technology on your farm that you can't do without?
Today I think one of the pieces of technology that I've been excited about over the last several years is our crop intelligence, our weather stations that
Yep.
we're using on our farm to make some decisions, and gives us a little bit of yield estimate as we're going through our growing season, and so that's a piece of technology that I'll show you guys today.
Okay, so we can go in the field and have a look?
Yeah, let's do that.
Behind us is the crop intelligence weather station. Why did you decide to adopt this particular technology, this particular innovation?
Well, I guess I had a couple other producers that I've known that, that I respect and are a bit of mentors to me that have mentioned that they were using them on their farm, and they started out as like, well, this will be a great way to gauge what we're getting for rainfall, right?
It's a glorified rain gauge.
Yeah, I felt that for me to make good informed decisions, it was better off that we had several of them scattered around our acres. From one end of the farm to the other, we're about 40 to 50 kilometers. This year, we've seen a big variability of moisture from rain across the farm. We're a difference of over 2 inches of rain.
That's the probe in the ground.
The real advantage I see to it is the soil probe that's in the ground. It goes in the ground 100 centimeters. It shows what our available water is. Gives us an idea of what we might even see for a yield potential at the end of the season.
So you're going to use it for estimating yield?
So we're using it for estimating yield. There's a lot of years that my crop intelligence is within 5%. And in some cases that allowed me to market grain that I might not have marketed. Because I might look at a crop and say, you know what, I'm going to write that crop off. Like, that's a terrible crop. And I can look at what my weather station says, no, you have the ability to make this much yield based off because you have this much available water in the soil. Combined with the soil probes that's hooked to them now, we started with 1, went to 2, now we have 7 scattered around our farm.
You got 7 machines?
7 machines total around the farm. And so I can look at my phone. It gives us growing degree days. It gives us humidity. It gives us wind speed. We have them all tied into our My John Deere system that we use for monitoring all our spraying activity. If my operators are in the sprayer and they need to know what the wind is, they can go into the My John Deere, they can pop up that weather station. It'll give us a recommendation whether we should be spraying or not based on what the weather's doing even.
If you could estimate, and I know that there's no hard numbers,
but
if you could estimate an ROI on a per acre basis through using this, do you feel it's monetary or is it more on the side of helping you with labor or just decision making in general?
I think it's a little bit of both, probably. Yep. There's definitely that side of that decision-making and management that it's helped a lot on. To put an actual dollar figure, that I can say that, each one of these machines has made me so many $1,000 or so many dollars per acre return. I probably don't have that number dialed in.
Okay.
There's years when I made a plan to top dress, and I haven't, based on what I've seen in my yield potential and my rainfall totals. A couple of years ago, in that case, I didn't top dress 4,000 acres of wheat.
Yeah.
So if I didn't top dress 4,000 acres of wheat and save myself $40-50 an acre,
that's huge.
That's a huge return.
Every year is different.
Every year is different.
It's really at the end of the day, if you're getting that use and you can make those decisions with confidence, that's well worth it.
And that's where it said, like 5-6 years into it, we can still make some pretty confident decisions, but we're still learning.
Yeah. Kris, thank you for having me out. That weather station sounds like a pretty impressive tool on the farm. You are, I call you an influencer in this space. So
well, thank you.
I'm not trying to make you blush either. But, people in agriculture or farming who might not be using that technology can see how you're using it, what your use case is and whatnot. And maybe they will try to use it in a similar fashion. So again, thank you for having us. I really, truly appreciate the time. This is another edition of Can't Do Without.